Major League Baseball AL MVP race. And oh boy, this is something that it's got a lot of people talking. I want to talk about basically the two candidates is Kyle Raleigh, catcher for the Seattle Mariners, and Aaron Judge. Um, Kyle Raleigh's had a season for the ages. Kyle Raleigh's season will arguably go down as one of the greatest of all time for a catcher. To date, he's hit 60 home runs as a catcher, by the way. As a catcher. And then you got Aaron Judge, who he's hit 51 home runs, if I'm not mistaken. But Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge, and we know the season. We know the quality of hitter he is. We know he's a powerhouse. We know he's going to give you, if he's healthy, he's going to give you, 50 plus home runs. He's going to give you it all. Absolutely. But Kyle Raleigh, though, is having a season for the ages. Forget that he's a catcher. To hit 60 home runs is out of this world. And he's doing it as a catcher, which catchers are always deemed as, they bat at the bottom of the order. They're not the ones that are, the powerhouse hitters. They're not the ones that are going to consistently drive runs. They're not the ones to be dependent on. But Kyle Raleigh is showing you that he's the one that could do whatever it takes. And he's literally put the Seattle Mariners on his back this year and done everything necessary. He's having an incredible season. Now, do I think he is going to be the MVP? I'll have to say no. And I think it's going to go to Aaron Judge. And the reason why I think it's going to go to Aaron Judge is because offensively, Aaron Judge has put up better numbers in the sense of average hits, home runs, RBIs. Kyle Raleigh has dominated in the home run category. He has more home runs than Aaron Judge. But aside from that, in the other offensive categories, Kyle Raleigh he's not top 5. Versus Aaron Judge has been in the top 5 conversation or in the top 5 rankings for a lot of those offensive categories. So yes, Kyle Raleigh's having an incredible season of 60 home runs, but at the same time, everywhere else, because again, to be the MVP doesn't necessarily mean, you're just dominating in home runs. It's also, again, the MVP, you're the most valuable player. And to be the most valuable player, you have to lead in a lot of offensive and defensive categories. And unfortunately, I don't think Kyle Raleigh has done enough in the offensive categories other than home runs to be in that conversation to say he deserves it. I think Aaron Judge is going to get it. It's tough for me to say this as a Blue Jays fan because, in my honest opinion, if I had it my way, I would say George Springer gets it. But obviously, I'm not a voter. I'm not involved in it. So I think, to be completely transparent, it would be obviously Aaron Judge. But George Springer has had an incredible season as a 35-year-old, if I'm not mistaken. Like, George Springer's up there in age. He's put on an incredible season. He's put up some incredible numbers. He has, George Springer will go down as one of this generation's best leadoff hitters, without a doubt. Right? And I know George has battled a lot of injuries with his tenureship with the Blue Jays, but this has definitely been a breakout season for him. And it's definitely, one of his better offensive seasons. If I had it my way, I would give it to him, especially due to the position that the Blue Jays are in. And a large part of that is due to George Springer's success. However, if I got to be completely, transparent and honest and being fair, I got to give it to Aaron Judge. right? Aaron Judge is, I think he's single-handedly keeping the Yankees in that conversation in, positioning for the postseason. There were points where I think the Yankees were counted. They were counted out. They looked like they weren't even going to make the postseason. They looked like they were a write-off, but he definitely put the team on his back and did what he needed to do as a leader, as the powerhouse, and as one of the players that can be leaned on. And I think that's why, in my opinion, I think, you know, Aaron Judge is going to get it. Shout out to Cal Raleigh, though. He put on an incredible season. It's one for the ages. Um, I think even if we remove him as a catcher, and he could have been any other positional player, he could have been a DH. I mean, that right there is still an incredible season. To hit 60 home runs is still something that 60 plus, because we still have a few games left. It's truly incredible, but I think it's very hard to give it to Kyle Raleigh when he's only leading in that one offensive category and he's not in the top 5 of some of the other offensive categories as Aaron Judge. But again, it's amazing to see. Kyle he's a great offensive player, but he's also great defensively, him being a catcher. And I look forward to seeing what more can he do as the years progress. I think he has a lot of potential. The Seattle Mariners have a lot of potential. Let's be honest. So it's going to be a fun postseason. It's going to be interesting to see where things go, and I'm looking forward to it. But if I had to vote subjectively, I would definitely vote Aaron Judge over Kyle Raleigh. So, yeah. With that being said, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is the first episode of, the Culture's Corner with JR. I've got much more coming your way. I've got great content. I've got shorts. I've got TikTok. I've got it all. But I'm asking everybody to do me a quick favor. If you haven't, hit that like button, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Drop a comment. Was this content cool? Was it lame? Is it something that you want more of? Is there something that I can prove or do more? Let me know. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for their time. Wishing y'all peace, love, and happiness. And I'll see you again, same place, same time for some more. It's a Culture's Corner with JR. Peace.